Good Monday morning, everybody. On Saturday, started my plowing. Yesterday, Sunday, was a beautiful day, and I'm sure it dried a lot, so I'm hoping this morning I can do some more plowing. It's supposed to rain today a little bit, but fortunately with modern technologies and these phones with up-to-date weather, it makes it really handy to keep track of what's going on with the weather. It's not extremely accurate sometimes. It's still way better than I can do, and I very much appreciate that, having that ability to go check the phone and see when the rain is coming in. And it sounds like we're supposed to get rain here in the next few minutes, then clear up, but it may or may not rain. But anyways, we have the horses all harnessed up. We're going to use Buck and Ken and Lady again this morning. Bill will be used probably for something else this afternoon. And I have the colts out in the barnyard. They're eating away. Earlier they were playing and fighting. I got a little clip of that. But also yesterday afternoon, I was kind of checking on the cows, and we got some more calves, and I want to go back to that and show you that. It's funny how the cows always seem to take care of their calves. It seems like we'll have this quite often. We have 6 calves here and 1 mother. The mother is the one without black, white face, one right there to our left. And she has all 6 of the calves in the barnyard with her, while the mothers and the other cows are down the road. And we've seen this happen time and time again. It's just like she's designated babysitter for the day. But when someone there with a slight chance of hurting the calves, the mothers aren't too far away to come protect them. I say all the calves are there. I just see we have another newborn, and we'll see if we can get closer to her. Heifer. The cow is a heifer, meaning first calf heifer. So this is her first calf, and it's trying to get up. It was standing up a second ago. There it goes. It's just been born. Probably less than an hour, I'm sure. I'm always concerned with my first calf heifers because it takes a little bit to learn how to become a mother. I'd like to get a little closer, but I gotta be careful because the cow will take off. But we'll try. These beef cows are so hardy, and the calves are so tough. But I still don't want to disturb them, so I think I'm going to leave them alone, and instinct will take a hold of things, and She'll be nursing her mother in no time, and it should turn into a nice healthy calf. So that's number 7 for us. We have 3 more to go. So with the calving coming along great, I gotta get to plowing. And I just wanna show Brenda, she's coming in with some corn for the horses actually. I just wanted to actually thank Brenda and thank our girls for doing so much on these videos that we're making. If it wasn't for them, these videos probably would not happen. They're such a big help to me, and Brenda, since she's got done work, she's been such a big help in this barn, and I very much appreciate that. And I want to give her a kiss for all of her helping out, but we got to keep this a family-friendly videos, so just hold on for just a second. So let's go about our day. We'll get to plowing, and who knows what else today will bring.
I would just like to say that this channel would never happen without Jim either, and the horses. So can I give him an ear of corn?
She spoils these horses
I
awful.
know, but this is like a special treat.
All right, give me your corn.
Even Kenny?
Yes. We'll work some of that fat off him today.
Lady. Billy.
Goodbye.
Kenny. This is corn, honey. Bucky. Here, Bucky. Like it's your corn time. Here you go, honey.
Ken took his out of the bucket and is eating on the ground, but I guess that's okay.
I love to hear them banging around in their buckets. It's so cute.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look the weather one more time and decide if I wanna try to head out there now or wait until this shower passes by. Well, I've waited long enough. The phone is still calling 100% chance of rain even right now. And it started sprinkling a little bit, but really hasn't done anything at all. And so I'm gonna get started plowing. And what a difference a day has made. This soil is so much drier. It looks like about perfect plowing conditions today. So I am pretty sure it's gonna rain later on, but I'm gonna try and get what I can done now. Hey. All right, cast up. G, hip, G, 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 hip, G, G, hip, G, G, hip, G, G. Careful. Careful, G. Careful, G, G, hip, G, G, G. Oh. No. Careful step. Yep, G. G. Really. Really, yep, G. Yep, G. 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 Careful, G. Yep, G. 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 Careful. G. G. Careful. Careful, G. G. Oh. Oh. Well, the plowing's going pretty good this morning. I came across one spot though, if you recall, last summer or last spring, I had taken a big boulder out of this cornfield, and right along this stretch here approximately is where it was. And when we just passed through here, the last pass, Buck actually sunk right in about a foot in the furrow, deeper than the furrow bottom. And hopefully that won't last too much longer. And it's just apparently the dirt from that big hole that we dug hasn't completely settled yet. So we'll put the camera on and see if he sinks in this time like he did last time. I'm not too concerned about him going down enough to get into trouble, but I was a little bit surprised how deep he did go. I'm sure people are wondering or curious as to how deep I'm plowing. And I would say it's about, looks like about 7 inches to me. It varies at times, but here's some good old worms, which are always good to see in the soil. Catch that. Careful. It should be right about here where we sunk in last time, or at least I thought. Careful. The other side was fine, so it must have just been one tiny little sinkhole. I think we passed the point. Oop. Careful, 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 careful. Well, I guess we didn't pass the point. Did you see that? He dropped right in pretty good. So hopefully we'll get out of that portion pretty soon and not have to worry about it. Yep, G, G. Yep, G, 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 yep, G, 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 okay, G, G, G. Oh. About the same time he dropped into that hole, well, a little bit after that, but my plow kind of half plugged up with corn stalks. A bunch of them fell off right there when I lifted it up, but when you're plowing corn stalks, you definitely have to watch out for a situation like this. See how it plugs right up with corn? Sometimes this happens. What I try to do, or what I am doing, is plowing with the corn rows the same way I pick them. So usually this doesn't happen that much, but it does happen some. What I try to do is kind of pull it out, throw it in the furrow so that we can bury it up right off. It doesn't hurt when you're even done and ready to plant. I'll be planting grass seed here. It doesn't. It's not a big deal even if there's a little bit of corn stalk showing. Doesn't hurt a thing, but I prefer to get as much out as I can. Catch that. Oh, whoops. I forgot to pull the string. That stinks. We'll have to make a whole loop around here. Oh, just a second. I don't think I'm going to bother. I'm just going to pull it right now and It'll be fine. Cut that. Careful. Oh. Wow. Did you notice what happened? I knew I was at a little bit of risk by putting the camera where I did, but I really wanted to show everybody all kinds of different views and what's going on here. And sure enough, the camera fell. And it not only fell, it fell directly into the furrow. And fortunately, I just happened to turn back just the nick of time and saw the camera in the furrow, ready to be covered up with dirt. And it obviously, by the time I stopped them, it did get covered up with dirt. But I was able to dig it out and find it. So I guess I should apologize to my patrons, because the patrons that give us money every month, that money goes towards camera materials. And I guess I did a poor job of taking care of the camera that you have actually helped pay for. But I'll try to do better. But I do want to still continue to take slight risks so that you can see more of what I do in a day. Oh! Oh! My goodness. Oh. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was a near catastrophe. That could have been a catastrophe if I had a young horse. We just had a problem here. So, I'm not sure why this happened, but I can see it was definitely my fault, and I can fix it. Two things happened. We hit a stone, I think, and somehow things moved around, so my pin actually bent. And because it bent, it actually popped up enough so that my evener came right out. When my evener came out, my tongue, which is just in that pipe, slid right out also. And fortunately, I hollered hoo, the horses stopped. I took a jarring, but nothing serious, and we'll put it back together again and try to go on. But what did happen is, yes, we hit a rock, and that's why it bent that pin right around like that. But if I had put a pin through here, it would have stayed in place, and the horses would have just stopped. My new plow that I'll show you a little later when I'm done, when I'm plowing my sod ground for corn, has a release on it so that when you hit a stone, the plow actually, it's spring loaded and the plow will come up out of the ground. This plow does not have that. So when you hit a stone, one of two things will happen. You'll stop dead. A lot of times though, it usually slides up over a rock fairly well. It kind of tips forward because it's so light in the back end. But also this is supposed to release, and it did not. It usually releases when you hit a stone and you walk right away. But it didn't release this time. I don't know. It looks like it was about to, but it didn't actually do it. So that's why we stopped dead, and the pin bent, and the horses walked right away from the plow. But fortunately, no harm is done. I'll attempt to pull it back together again, and we'll be on our way, but I'll probably put a pin in that pin so this does not happen again. I had said this earlier in the video, we're going to do such and such, but who knows what will happen in a day's time. And this is just another example of some of the things that happen in a day's time. Decided I'm going to call Brenda. It's nice since she is home and helping me here on the farm. She's able to help with some of these things. Hi. Hey, I just had a minor breakdown here. Could you mind walking over here and give me a hand putting things back together so I can get back to plowing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be there in a minute.
Yeah, bye. So it's so nice to be able to give her a call when need be, and she can run out and help me put this back together again. I probably could do it alone, but that extra hand, it's amazing how much help that is. Like I said, this is a Monday morning, and Monday mornings the horses never work on Sundays, so they have that rest, and they generally have a lot more energy on Monday morning. But it's so nice to have well-trained horses that are situations like this happen. You know, you can trust them. They're not going to cause trouble. They're going to stop. And that's so important when you're working with horses, to have well-trained horses to do these jobs. But many, many, many times, you might just have bought a new horse. You don't know what that horse will do. You just got to be extra, extra, extra careful. You have a pair of colts. They're not used to working. They're not used to these things. When these things happen, it can be bad. So you always have to be prepared. And even though these are great horses, I've always said there's not a horse out there that won't run away. And I still believe that. You know, under the right circumstances, every one of my horses can run away. And I've had plenty of runaways with my horses. And sometime I might even tell you some of those stories of my runaways. You know, you don't work horses this long and not have some issues like that. But today, fortunately, everything is fine and we didn't have a problem at all. But after you work horses long enough, you can almost sense on those days that you have to just be extra, extra careful, because you can just sense how your horses are working and what you expect. So here comes Brenda, coming across the field to give me a hand.
Oh my word, look at the camera.
And the pin broke.
Oh.
Yeah, we've had some issues here this morning. I plowed the camera under the dirt this morning.
What?
Broke my pole, broke my setup here. Yeah. Anyways, we gotta get this fixed so I can get back plowing. So what I'm gonna attempt to do is, to start with, if you can grab the pole, and I'm gonna grab the evener, and we'll back.
So you get down in the furrow?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm just gonna back up to it, and then we gotta stop, because then we gotta get it in place. So this is gonna be a little tricky. Back up, guys. Back up here. Back up here. Back up here. Oh. Okay, now, can you lift that cart easy or no?
I don't know.
I bet you can. Come over here and see if you can't. See if it'll lift up. Can you pick it up?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'll try to get the pole started. Back up here. Back. Oh. Back up here. Back. Pick up higher. Back. Pick up higher, Brenda. Oh. Go down lower so you can get a lower grip.
Yeah.
And you gotta lift it higher. Ready?
Yep.
High. Back. Oh. Just a little bit back. Lady, lady, step a little bit. Lady, step a little bit. Lady, step a little bit. Oh, step a little bit, lady. Lady. Oh, now back. Back up here. Back. Oh, now. Oh, back. Did it sound like it hit?
Maybe, yeah. I heard something,
Yeah.
but no?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay, now, give me a hand. Oh, back. I'll pop that, unhitch this here so I'll tighten up. Let me unhitch ladies. Oh. Nope. Hey. Grab that. Back.
This right here?
Yeah. Back up here. Oh. Back up back. Oh, don't pull so hard.
Wait a minute.
It's going in this.
Okay.
Come closer to the thing. Back up back. Back up back. Back up here. Oh.
I don't have to hold on to that.
Oh. Let me just unhitch him. Help. No. It's gotta go in.
Oh, in here.
Back up, Bob. Back up. Yeah.
Okay.
Back again. Stand up. Back up here. Back up. Come on. Back. Ho. 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 The crazy thing about this haul, I had a pin. I had a pin in my pocket this whole time. So I'm gonna put this through that hitch pin and we'll see if we're actually hitched onto a rock or not. If you could hold that. Sure if we're, let me just go pull my head just a little bit. Look at that. Oh, we are on a rock.
Let me put this down and help you.
This is very, very rare when this happens. Almost always this plow will tip right forward, which is really nice, but it's actually underneath a pretty good sized rock. So what I'm gonna probably do is I'm gonna back them up, attempt to back them up, and then I'll lift it up and hopefully it'll pop up. I can go over that rock and then pull the lever and drop back down in. We'll see if that works. Back up here. Back. Back. Back up here. Back. 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 Back up here. Back. 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 Oh. Oh. Little bit. Little bit. Little bit. Back. Careful. 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 Oh. Oh. No. Oh. A little bit. Little bit. Careful. Oh. Oh. Okay, so what I did, as you saw, I backed up, and then as I pulled the string, it came up over, but I wanted to immediately drop back down in. Of course, it wouldn't immediately drop back down in. So now I have a spot that's messed up, and I just have to live with it. And the next time through, we'll cover this up, and when we harrow it, we'll pull it all together. So one of those things.
Is that what you like your other plow? Because it goes over and in?
That is why I like the other plow a lot, and we'll talk more about that when I start using that plow. Okay, I'll get back to plowing and see what other troubles we can get into.
I'm going to get back to working on the newsletter. I've been trying to get it done, and if you haven't signed up for our newsletter, please consider doing so. The link will be in the description below. We just show you some things that may not come up in the videos.
Okay, we'll get going. See, there, see, there, careful. G. G. Hip, G. Hip, G. G. Hip, G. Hip, G. G. Oh. What I have to watch out for is when I'm turning these corners, if I don't turn them too sharp, if I do, I'm going to end up, it'll be just kind of a narrower piece here. It won't be a straight furrow. At the very ends, they'll kind of turn in, but I've got to be careful I don't go too much the opposite way. Even right now, the tires aren't in the furrow, but as I pull the string, even now, hopefully everything will suck right in really fast so that we won't have too much sod showing right here. Cut that. Oh. Like I said, I knew this would happen, but this is actually allowing me to get my furrows straighter and get more, so I won't have if I keep going the way I've been going, by the time I get down there, we'll have a bunch of ground at this end of the field that didn't get plowed. So I want to keep these furrows straight. So what happened because of that, I had a spot here there's a hole here, which I do not like at all because it just makes it harder to smooth out, but it'll just mean more pulling in with the harrows to bring this all together. Over here, it's coming just fine. As we do our spring plowing, there's a bunch of things I'd like to share as to my experiences and what's happened over the years. So I hope to do that, but I think for today's video, we've got enough. More excitement really than I was expecting. And so anyways, and we actually have some things that Abby wants to talk about. So let's see what she has to say.
So we have exciting news. As many of you know, we just hit 50,000 subscribers, which was very exciting for us. And so because of that, we're going to have a sale on our t-shirts for one day only. Today, Wednesday, May 4th, we are having a sale on our t-shirts. So all of our t-shirts are $10 off. So you don't want to miss out on that fun activity. And then we also have something very exciting. We finally have hats for sale. So we have in blue and green, the Jim Gordon special, which are unstructured working horses with Jim hats. And we have structured hats that are brown and black. They're more like a trucker cap if you prefer that look. And last but certainly not least, for our lady viewers, we have this beautiful pink hat, which you may have seen my mom sporting in the recent episodes. So all of the hats, I'll show you on one of these, that have working horses with Jim, with our beautiful lady horse. So if you're interested in those, they are for sale on our website. There is a link in the description and in a comment below, and we'll also put a card up for that. So I hope you enjoy and sport these neat apparel items and show them off to all your friends. I hope you have a great day and see you next time. Bye.